We all know what a Pokemon Nuzlocke is, yes? Well, I'm willing to bet that a substantially less amount of people know what a Soul Link is. It has almost the same rules as a Nuzlocke, but with another person added. Each encounter is linked between games. For example, if I caught a Rattata in Route 1 and my friend caught, let's say, an Arceus in Route 1 too, those two Pokemon would be linked together, which means that if my Rattata dies, his Arceus dies too. Or if I box my Rattata, my friend must box his Arceus too. In this video, me and my friend Lowkeythicc, I know, banger name, will be doing a Pokemon Black and White 2 Randomized Soul Link, meaning that every encounter, every trainer, and every gym leader is randomized. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. We start our journey by getting kicked out by our mom, telling us to go see Bianca in her big green hat. Seeing as only I have a room in this house, I don't really blame her. We exit the house and talk to our rival. Now, I would go into his sad backstory and how his sister's purloin was stolen, but let's be honest here, no one really cares about the story in a Nuzlocke video. You're just here to watch my Pokemon die. We fast forward all the way to Bianca in her stupid big green hat, where she gives us the usual spiel how Pokemon is amazing and how we should run away from home and catch God. Unfortunately, I was always bad when it came to salesmen, so I gave in pretty quickly. She showed us her balls, and our starter choices for this run was Lanoon, Nidoking, and Espeon. Right out the gate, we have to throw out Nidoking because he has a stone evolution, meaning that he learns little to no moves via level up. Lanoon is quickly out too, cause come on. Look at that stupid thing. You really think I'm gonna pick it? That leaves us with only one Pokemon left. Espeon. We pick it and we name it Esper. And if you're asking where my partner's POV is, I may have lost it and I'm too lazy to go find it. So, he picked a Masquerain and we went to go fight our rival. It was an easy battle, so then we went to the first route. Such a monumental moment for any Pokemon Nuzlocke. The first encounter is always special. I wonder what we're gonna get. Oh. It's a Mightyena. Such a cool Pokemon. And we're dead. Run is over. Hope you liked the video. No, I'm joking. We started a new run, but while we waited for the games to be re-randomized, I got my ass kicked by a Minun. And also, while you're here, wanna scroll down a little bit and tap that little subscribe button? No? You're gonna like the video too? Well, thank you. Anyway, we start our Soul Link again, rush past our rival, and talk to Bianca in her stupid, massive, big green hat. And we finally get to pick our Pokemon again. This time, the choices are Rhyperior, Durant, and Exeggutor. Rhyperior is out for the same reasons as Nidoking, and Exeggutor has a stupid face, so I don't really like it. We pick Durant as our starter, and Lowkeythicc picks Tentacruel. I name our Aunt Kevin, and we move on to Route 1 again. Our first encounter is Honchkrow, and we can't even use it since Lowkeythicc couldn't catch his Pokemon. This is going great. Skipping to our next encounter, we get a Mienshao. This time, Lowkeythicc doesn't kill it, so we catch the Pokemon and name her Subaru. Lowkeythicc caught a Bronzor, so our pairs are looking pretty good. After a million years of grinding because Lowkeythicc says it's cheating to use rare candies, even though there's level caps, we finally make it to the ranch. Before we deal with Team Plasma, we go to a patch of grass right next to us and catch a Shinx in the ranch. I name it Nicola, and Lowkeythicc catches a Machamp, meaning that we cannot use this pair right now. Because Sumeru's primary type is fighting, Machamp can't be added to the same team as our second pair, meaning that if we wanted to use Nicola and Machamp, we would need to box Subaru and Bronzor. This doesn't mean that we have to run away from the encounter, just that it needs to stay in the box for now in case Subaru ever dies, which won't happen because I'm the best Nuzlocker alive. All the fights in the ranch are a complete joke and we leave victorious, and now it's time to go back to grinding. Again. After some time, I get fed up with fighting random Pokemon, and I find a better way to grind. Lowkeythicc might call it cheating, I just call it being smart. That would be if I was able to figure out how to actually get the candies. My dumbass forgot how to do it, and so I gave up on that for now, but mark my words, I will figure out how to get them. Anyway, we go to the schoolhouse to beat up some kids, but unfortunately, they got hands. The first kid sends out a Ponyta, and while it doesn't sound like a particularly threatening Pokemon, when your main man's a bug steel type, it's kind of scary to go against a fire type. I'm forced to swap out into Subaru, and because I was too lazy to train him up, unfortunately we have our first death. Kevin was able to take out Ponyta in his stead, and we make it out of the fight alive. Now it's time to beat up the other kid. Luckily, they have a Blissey, so it's nothing too bad, but Subaru is still very much dead, so I can't really call the win. We put Nicola in the party now that Subaru is dead, and hey, would you look at that? I figured out how to get rare candies. That would have been useful a few minutes ago. Fast forward to the first gym, and we have to beat up more kids. The first kid sends out an Azelf, and wow, this game loves me. Contrary to what you would expect, Kevin takes out Azelf pretty easily, and they send out Sandshrew. We tear his Sandshrew to shreds, and we fight the next kid. The kid was nothing interesting, so let's just skip past that and go straight to Cheerin. Cheerin sends out a Tentacool first, and that's an easy sweep since Kevin has little to no weaknesses. Also, Tentacool is just kind of mid stat-wise, so you know. And for his ace, we got a High Dragon. Luckily though, Kevin was able to kill it before anything bad happens, and we earned our first gym badge with no losses. Moving forward, we passed through the route to get to Burbank City, but the evil and cunning Lowkeythicc demands that I beat up little kids on this route, so I have to do it, and God punishes me for this. The first kid I encounter brings out a Ho-Oh, but it's just a fake out. It has no fire type moves, so it's a piece of cake. Surely no other trainers on this route would have a legendary, much less a fire type one, right? Damn it! Unlike Ho-Oh, Reshiram does know some fire type moves, so Kevin goes down. I send out Nicola, and this poor little child. He hasn't even fought in a single battle yet, and I need to throw him out against a god. Nicola gets eviscerated by Reshiram, and the run is over. We have to re-randomize everything again. Hopefully, this is the last time. We load up the next run past our rival, and take a look at Bianca's balls. The options are Mismagius, Vanillish, and Duskull. Mismagius is out because they learn little to no moves, and Duskull evolves at level 37, so our only option is Vanillish. I pick Vanillish, and Lowkeythicc picks Clang. I name Vanillish Sunday, and we kill our rival. Our first encounter doesn't really matter since Lowkeythicc encountered a Victini, so let's just skip that and go to our next route, which is Route 2. When we encounter the best Pokemon of all time, a Labubu. After catching the mascot of our team, we make it to the ranch in which we can't encounter another Pokemon since Lowkeythicc killed it. But besides that, everything else is a wash. There is one thing I want to bring up though. He's like, I just came up on this pussy. I don't know why it just reminded me of that. Yeah, I just thought that was funny. Anyway, we beat up some more kids, and this time without any issues. We make our way to the first gym. The kids don't matter in the gym, so let's just skip to Cheerin. We enter the battle once more, and Cheerin sends out oh come on! A Charizard. Great. When both of my Pokemon are weak to fire. Hell, Labubu's weak to flying too. Even after our previous run, I'm still getting haunted by fire types. After going through the 5 stages of grief all in 1 minute, I pull myself back together and resolve myself to win this battle. Sunday gets hit with a smoke screen, which lowers my accuracy, and I throw out an Icy Wind, which lowers Charizard's speed. I use another Icy Wind, which lowers Charizard's speed again, and Charizard does heal up, but I keep using Icy Wind, and I'm eventually able to take it down. No deaths once again for this gym leader. Oh, and the second Pokemon he had was a damn Kricketot! We earn our first gym badge once more, and we navigate to Burbank City again. This time without beating up any little kids on the way, because I've learned my lesson. Before we do all the movie stuff, we gotta get our next encounter along with challenging the gym first. For our encounter in the Burbank complex, we encountered a Scraggy, a Pokemon that could be pretty good if it evolves. I catch it and name it Hoodlum. Now we just grind all the way up to the level cap, and we have our debut of Hoodlum. Is what I would say if Lowkeythicc didn't kill it while grinding. So now we're just back to Sunday and Labubu, with Labubu just being a glorified mascot. And you wonder why I like rare candies. We fight the 2 trainers before Roxanne, which are pretty easy fights, and now we face off against our second gym leader. I send out Sunday, praying she doesn't have a fire type, or really anything that hurts me, and she sends out a Farfetch'd. We Icy Wind the Farfetch'd to death, and she sends out a Probopass. Obviously, I can't send out Labubu since it'll die to a slightly cold gust of wind, so I stay in with Sunday. Probopass uses Thunder Wave to paralyze me while I heal up, since we're allowing heals in the Soul Link. I use Avalanche and Probopass uses Block. meaning that I can't switch out. Now Sunday is locked in here until either he dies or we win. Wait a minute, I think I just said the same thing. I'm fucking stupid. Probopass throws out a magnet bomb, which is super effective, and I use Avalanche. At this time, Lowkeythicc finishes his gym battle, so this run is depending on me to pull through and get the win. Avalanche does a pitiful amount of damage, and I start to wallow in despair once again, mentally preparing myself to go through the beginning of this game once again. But I'll still fight to the bitter end. I come to terms that Sunday isn't living through this fight, and I sacrifice him to bring in the mascot of this team and our last hope, Labubu. Labubu has Leech Life, Supersonic, Poison Powder, and Confuse. With the right tools and enough determination, I can pull through and win this. Unfortunately, with me being a dumbass, I try to Poison Powder the thing, forgetting that's immune. Labubu gets paralyzed, and now it's my turn again. I use Confusion, but it gets blocked because of the paralysis. And Probopass blocks Labubu in, which is basically a free turn for me since Labubu is our last living Pokemon. I use Confuse once again, which I'm able to actually get the Confuse off, and just like that, a light bulb goes off in my head. Time to do what I do best, and that's Heal Stall, baby! Turn after turn, minute after minute, I keep using Confusion to deal small amount of damage while periodically using Supersonic to reapply the Confusion. Probopass keeps using the Magnet Bomb on me, but I keep healing. Labubu, over the course of 10 minutes, slowly whittles down Probopass's health. Confusion, Heal Stall, and Supersonic. Those three components allow Labubu to claim victory over Probopass and earn us the second gym badge, saving the run and making her the GOAT of the Soul Link. And then we die in the third gym. Okay, bye!